Lena, Chocolat, good morning. Yes, good morning. Good morning. Shall we start the meeting already? No, we don't have to do that. We received a message from the ward earlier. So in Chocolat, you're assigned to do a special quest. Special quest? Sounds pretty shady. I don't know. Now go straight away to the 13th Chivalric Order's military post. The general is waiting for you there. I didn't expect us to be requested by the Order. I wonder what they need us to do. They said it was a special quest, so they might have something going on that they can't talk in public. I guess we'll know once we hear what they gotta say. The land of Demonic Empire. A nation ruled by demons, headed by the King of Darkness who unified the demonic continent. Nowadays, it has peace treaties with major powers and is in amicable relations with the Imperial State. 13th Chivalric Order, Barracks, 3rd floor. We are Northeim and Associate from Victor's Sword. We've arrived. Wonderful. Thanks for coming. I am the Commander-in-Chief of 13th Chivalric Order, Rambaldo Alstein. I have requested your visit to ask you both from Victor's Sword to lend us some hands. To start off with, I shall tell you what has been occurring. A damage investigation in the ocean? That's correct. This past month, in the northwest of Alatia continent, in the neighboring waters of Trade City Belrante, there have been recurring damages from a certain beast. I would like to request you to help with that investigation. Wait a second. The damage investigation is in the ocean and not in caves or ruins. Do you have an objection? No, that isn't it. Those from the Order are already investigating, right? Are there anything more we adventurers could do to help them? That is a fair observation, but there certainly are things you could help out with. There are too many things about these incidents that don't make sense for them to be done by regular beasts. We're reaching a dead end to solve the mystery on our own. So we want to have opinions from different perspectives. That's the honest truth. Different perspectives, you say? Indeed. I'm anticipating what you'll think of the incidents, being expert monster exterminators. In that sense, we didn't need adventurers from Victor's Sword, but anyway, I wanted to see the face of the adventurer who snuck into the orc's nest alone. Oh, what do you say? Could you help us? Sure. If what you told us is the case, we'll be happy to help. Excellent. Good to hear that you'll help us. I'm grateful to you both. Ask the Lord of Trade City Belrante for the details. I'm counting on you two. Whew. That got me so nervous. Yeah. But I'm glad they weren't scary people. Anyway, let's head back to the guild once and talk to Lena. I think we need to talk to her first before choosing how to operate from now on. You're right. The incidents don't look like regular monster attacks. I wonder, what's happening in the trading city? So the damages extend this far. Sea monsters. Are they particular to Alatia? I don't think there were any monsters like that though. But it's for sure that the trade city got hit by them. It's no doubt that there is a dangerous monster there. The Chivalric Order couldn't handle them, so it may be better to request some help from the adventurers of Blackfangs. That is quite true. I'll make that request. I wonder what the sea monsters want to do. What do you mean? When you go through the string of monster incidents, the monsters seem to appear all over the Alatian oceans. Yes, the area of damages are extensive. That means there must be a lot of them. If they are attacking everywhere in the Alatian Ocean, they must be doing it in groups. That makes sense. Indeed, it's difficult to think that a single monster has done it all. It is reasonable to think that they are working with their comrades. Then comes this question. If the monsters are highly intellectual, they won't usually come near human habitats, do they? If they are able to coordinate a planned attack on all Alatian Ocean, I don't think their intellectual abilities are low. That's true. Logically, it would be like that. Then you mean the sea monsters are attacking humans for a reason? I believe so. Well, now we got a policy on how to move on this case. So in Chocolat, please hurry your way to Trade City Belrante where the damages occurred. Let's collect information from those who know about the incidents. You don't know what's waiting ahead of you, so make sure you prepare well before you go. Alright. Let's talk to the people in town just in case. I'll leave you to solve the matter in Trade City Belrante. The Trade City is nice. You can view the scenery of a beautiful blue ocean. If you find any excavated artifacts, take them to the shops and they'll buy the artifacts for high prices. In this town, the church in the ward carries out a coming-of-age ritual when people turn 15 years old. At some rare occasions, some people get blessings from God. I would like to meet with people like that one day. Still, you're good with large swords, aren't you? I'm sorry, but the Latian continent doesn't have any large swords. If you know any blacksmiths, it may be a good idea to ask them to modify your weapons. It seems like we have more earthquakes lately. Perhaps our worship for the great earth spirit was not enough. I think it's just a coincidence. In the land far south from here, in the demonic continent, war is happening right now. I hope the war doesn't get to Alatia. Demonic continent? Wasn't that where my master was born? The rumors say that the Holy Lady of the Sword has joined the rebel army. I think the war will be coming to an end soon. If my master was still around, he would have been able to stop it by himself. I can't see Seda or Claudia around. I'll come back here again later. Maybe I'll go talk. Trade City Belrante has a mermaid legend. I heard that the mermaids saved those who have drowned in the ocean and revived them. I bet it's just a myth though. It is said that 4 pillar gods created this world about 1,000 years ago. If you're interested in the mythology on the creation of this earth, it's written in the books in the book vault. Which book shall I read? God of Astrology, Eden. Eden is an evil god. Eden was called the one who shuns, and she carried in her the bloodline of the evil beings, the tribe of the giants named Hedun. However, Eden created new life forms through her mischief, which became human beings. The Dancing Princess Anri. Anri is the mother goddess of beasts and a spirit wolf that controls nature. She is proud of her beauty but also has a facade as a goddess of war. She has love, desire, and high fighting power. She has strong interests in human beings and is said to have been reincarnated as one. Godly Magician Michelin. Michelin is the god who is in charge of people's happiness. It is said that he is kind and lends his hands to anyone who needs help, but there aren't many details recorded. Duke of Holy Fire, Redcliffe. Redcliffe is the king of the dragon people, also known as the Grand Duke Red Dragon, a god of sword who prides himself on never having lost the battles against heroes, a belligerent god. I remember there was a divine beast that controlled the peace of the ocean. Perhaps the lord of the trading city might know that god's name. Smokes blow up from a workshop on the riverside. The sounds of the iron beaten are heard. Still got closer to look inside and saw a familiar craftsman. What do you want? I'm busy. I ain't got time for... Oh, you're the traveling blacksmith. Oh, Syl. It's been a long time. Thanks for your help at that time. If you bring me another Crimson Crystal, I'll modify your weapon once again. Seems like you have a Crimson Crystal with you, eh? I shall make you a brand new sword right now. The sword is completed. Here, take it. If you bring high quality Crimson Crystal, I shall modify your sword again. It is said that God created humans 1,000 years ago, but do you know why God did that? No. There are no records remaining of times before 1,000 years ago. But 1,000 years ago, we already had 7 nations. Don't you think that's weird? God suddenly created human beings. You can only come to that conclusion. If you're heading to the trading city, let me warn you. Midway through the journey, you'll see a big mansion, but an evil cult used to occupy it due to their activities. It's safer for you to stay away from it. Would you like to explore outside the city? The Old Road of Alacia. It is the only road that leads to the trading city Belrante, and because not many strong monsters inhabit the area, there aren't many merchants either. This is an easy path to walk on. A lot of fireworks go up during the Sun Festival. It's said that if you watch the fireworks with your lover, you'll be blessed with happiness. Although we don't have lovers to begin with. Ugh. There's a fork in the middle of the old road. If we head towards the hills, there's the remains of the long-destroyed Symphony Village. It's the remains of the village? Yes. Apparently, it happened 10 years ago. A large chunk of solidified magic fell down from the sky, and it completely blasted away the village. That's so scary. Right now, the people from the Magician's Guild is investigating the village, so it may be a good idea to visit there. Oh, there's a house on top of the hill. I think there was a magician living in there. Do you want to go talk to him? An old house stood upon the hill that was far from towns. A guest for me? How rare. What's the matter, young ladies? As you can see, I'm a magician, though I've been living for a long while. Oh yes, you should take this. It's something I don't need anymore. 1,000 years ago, humans were fighting with something. The 7 heroes, including the founding emperor, stood up and somehow came out victorious, but the historical record before then vanished. No matter how much people looked for it, they couldn't find any historical documents about the times before the war. What happened 1,000 years ago? I wanted to know that and thus became a magician. Sil walked through the hill and came in front of a church with tightly closed gates. This is the Church of Peace. Alacia used to have churches that worshiped several gods, but because of that, they constantly had religious wars. Once the religious war that went on for 30-odd years was over, they established this church as proof of peace. However, it's been closed down since the village got blown away. A church that cleanses the heart of any visitor it receives. Sil felt the loneliness emanating from its majestic presence as the two decided to move forward. road is divided into left and right paths. Which shall we take? It seems like there's a caravan in the south. The girls found a caravan that was resting on top of the hill. I came from the trading city, but I feel like there are more monsters than before. And the ocean is going crazy, so God only knows what'll happen from now. The peace is always the best. How about the text of Gale that increases your agility by 1 point? It's the last copy left, so I'll sell it to you for 500 reals. Thanks for the purchase. There's a graveyard that looks quite old. I heard there used to be villages around here too. I think it was used back then. It seemed that there were herbs growing around the graveyard. If investigated, they may be helpful to the journey. We're finally out of that ancient road. There's a path organized to the trade city from here, so it should be easier to walk. The fallow fields expanded before Syl's eyes. Wait, this is... I don't mind you looking around the village, but be careful not to get hurt. Alright. Thank you for the concern. I wonder how much damages there were. You can tell how big the attack was. I'm feeling scared. A group of investigators were gathering up. Let's talk to them for a few times. According to the survivors, there are treasures left somewhere in this village. Perhaps they might have left a note somewhere as well. Let's look around anywhere that looks suspicious in the ruins. Those houses are looking pretty suspicious. It's somehow intact, but doesn't look like you can live in it. It's a collapsed church. Still, there was a note underneath that broken pot. Let me see now. The reserve is underneath the windmill outside. That's what the note says. Underneath the windmill outside. I feel like there's something right here. Still, there's something jumping towards us. Still, I remember the form it holds its axe. It's a form to disrupt defense. You'll get huge damage if the defense is activated, so be careful. Alright, I'll watch out. It'll be great if we could bring down its agility. surprised me. Why was a minotaur inside the windmill? Oh, I found some coins in the basement.